Intro! Welcome to Deprive Yourself. My name is Macon, and we're without a tablecloth today, and that's okay. We don't need it. You might have noticed a little addition to the family right here for our capsule machines. More on that later. If you're new here, our mission statement is simple: letting go to live for God. Each week we give up something randomly from this capsule machine over here. I got them mixed up because last week we mixed them up. Capsule machine right here is the challenge machine. Sorry, buddy, didn't mean to poke you. And this one's a time machine. Random. We give up whatever's coming out of this machine for God. Last week, we gave up shopping. I actually had a hard time because there's a couple things that I wanted to get, but I passed. I did spend too much on fast food, I will admit. I should have probably been more conscientious about fast food, but I wasn't really thinking about it. I think I'm gonna be more conscientious of that next week and spend more on preparing food at the house. Let's move on to the badge segment. Make sure you look back at those other badges to see if you earned those because, well, you deserve it. If you passed, congratulations. We're awesome. And if you didn't pass, or you only partially passed, you're still awesome because we were made in God's image. And that's what's most important. Pick up your cross and try again. Let's see what the badge looks like for this week. Before I reveal the challenge for this week, have you taken a gander? Have you taken a gander at this guy? This sweet guy right here? Ain't that something else? This is a sick shirt. And by sick, I mean seek. And by seek, I mean seek apparel. Sorry, I'm terrible at marketing. Seekapparel.com has these amazing, like lo-fi-esque Christian themed shirts. Can you see that? Is that Hebrew? I think that's Hebrew. Is that Aramaic? Is it Hebrew? I don't know. I'm pretty stupid. Right over here. Back up camera. It's got scripture right there. Proverbs 3:6. This probably means seek, now that I think about it. Go check out their website. You can use this code up here to get 10% off of your purchases, and they keep coming out with new designs. They aren't stopping. They're on a mission to glorify God. I could be fanboying about their stuff all day, so let's get right onto the challenges before I keep doing that. Now, we had some technical errors last week, but we're good. This thing ejected. You see that? Got some air time there. This week's challenge, right into it. What is it? Overthink. Wow, another interesting one that I have to explain because I write one words and think that just explains everything. For how long? Let's find out. With the time capsule machine. Nice. Both machines behaved exactly as I needed them to. For how long? No overthinking? 7 days. An actual 7-day boy. So, what do I mean by 7 days no overthinking? I'm gonna explain to you what overthinking means to me. You ever get caught in like a thought loop where you think about something, and then you think about a thing about that thing, and then you think about things about those things about that thing, and then you can't stop thinking about that thing, and eventually it consumes everything you're doing within that moment, and then that moment turns into a bunch of moments, and then suddenly you've wasted like an hour, or maybe even your day or week on just thinking about a particular thing that's either eating at you, or you're not sure about, or you're having, struggles. You can't do that. And I know that sounds impossible, but coming from somebody who lives off of thinking too much about a particular thing, it is possible. For 7 days, you need to be more conscientious about doing more and thinking less. And I'm not saying making stupid decisions. Don't do that. Obviously, use discernment. Pray about it. Now, obviously, a substitute for overthinking isn't to distract yourself with things that aren't productive for yourself. So if you're on TikTok a lot, or if you're on YouTube a lot, or social media or anything, and you use that as a substitute for growing in your relationship with God, that's something to think about. But definitely don't use those things as a crutch to avoid, getting lost in your thoughts. Again, I can't stress enough. I totally understand what it means to be stuck in a rut with thinking about a particular thing, even if it's something about yourself or about someone else. Let it go, and let God, like those cheesy t-shirts say. But let me know what you think in the comments of maybe this doesn't make any sense to you. Maybe I can clarify some more. Either way, you can't do whatever I wrote down on this sheet of paper for 7 days. Boom, it's sealed. They're sealed. Have I mentioned how awesome this shirt is? We are going to be reading Exodus. Oh yeah, Old Testament. We like that. Exodus chapter 32, verse 1. Now when people saw that Moses delayed to come down from the mountain, the people assembled around Aaron, his brother, and said to him, "Come, make us a god who will go before us. For this Moses, the man who brought us up from the land of Egypt, we do not know what happened to him." Exodus 32:1. So some context, Moses went up to a mountain, talked to God. People started to worry about that. So they went to his brother like, hey, so yeah, maybe Moses died or something. And God isn't there for us anymore. After God literally just saved these people. And Aaron was like, okay, yeah, sure. Give me all your gold. And so he took all their gold. He made a golden calf. He's like, worship this thing here. And of course, if you know what happens or don't know what happens, Moses comes back down, gets angry, breaks the tablets. He's like, I got to go figure out this with God, because God was like, these people ignorant. Either way, read the whole chapter. It's really good. The point of it is, look what happened as soon as they started to doubt when Moses was gone for a little too long, because Moses went up and he was gone for a little too long. I think it was 40 days. I don't remember, but he was gone for a little bit. So they doubted. As soon as Moses was gone and they looked for an alternative, what do? They made another idol in their lives, a golden cow. It sounds ridiculous, and I used to mock Aaron for it because I was like, we made a golden cow. They literally encountered God. They encountered God. It was amazing. But I'm like, well, hold on. Slow your roll. How often have I put something in front of God in order to satiate my needs or worries or anything else? Not that ridiculous, is it? Aaron's golden calf. They got impatient, they got worried, they immediately took all of their doubts and they didn't give them to God, they gave it to a metal cow. I've done the same thing. I've taken my doubts, my worries, my impatientness, and I've given it to a phone. I've given it to overthinking. I've given it to all these other things that aren't God. And we always suffer because of that. Not having faith in God, it hurts us. It's a constant reminder when I see people in the Bible and I think, that guy's dumb. And I forget, maybe I'm that guy. Overthinking. 7 days. Don't do it. This is weird. This is something that isn't really material. It's a very immaterial thing to gauge. So it's going to be different, a little different for everybody. So let me know what this is going to look like for you. Let me know if this is something that you struggle with. I know I struggle with it all the time. And comment below how you did on last week's challenge. How'd you do? How'd you do on prior challenges? How do you think you're going to do on this one? Thank you, St. Andrew's Assembly, for hosting. Much appreciated. Thank you, Women's Ministry, for hosting. Much appreciated. You can find me on TikTok. You can also find me on Instagram. If you're taking on these challenges, find a friend, tag them in these and be like, hey, do this with me. I do overthink, so help me not overthink. Or like, hey, yeah, I do spin a lot. Or maybe you're way back in season 1. You're like, yeah, I do drink a lot of coffee. Have someone help you. If you don't have anyone help you, I'll help you. Comment below. Be like, hey, pray for me. Praying for you. Of course. And as always, God bless.